Hello, good people of YouTube. Mountbatten here, and today I have a game in the Tier 10 American battleship, the Montana. Yes, the Monty, my first ever Tier 10 ship. And I earned this Montana, well, quite legitimately. For most of the grind, I didn't have premium. I didn't have any premium ships either. So from tiers 1 through 8, no premium time, no premium ships, nothing. And about halfway through from the North Carolina to the Iowa, that's when I finally got premium, and then that sped things up greatly. But for the most part, this Montana was through and through just straight no paying grind. And yeah, she's one of my favorite ships in the game. I haven't been playing her a whole lot recently because of all the new ships coming out. And I played her on stream Friday night, and for those of you that were there, also this is also a couple hours after the stream ended. I managed to get my computer back up and running. For those of you that weren't there, my graphics card actually wigged out on me in roughly the worst time possible. I was loading into a game with Yami and Eric, and we were doing some divs and loading to the game in the Alsace, and well, graphics card decided it had enough for the night, so I had to go and fix that. It's all working again now. It was loose connection or something, but that was aggravating. So anyway, the Montana, she has 12 16-inch guns, and they are quite accurate. She's not the most accurate battleship in the game, but she's up there. So it feels like it because, well, she's got a lot of guns and she's got American dispersion. The build I'm running on her, it's almost like my German build, except no, actually, it's pretty much the same as my German build, except I don't have manual secondaries. I have preventive maintenance, MLG turrets, BFT, AFT, superintendent, adrenaline rush. Oh yeah, I got concealment instead of manual secondaries. And the reason I have BFT and AFT is because the Montana, well, used to be the AA Queen. She's still up there with the AA, but man, look at this gearing. You just got dunked on in the first 2.5 minutes of the game. And that's my captain build for the Monty. My module build is yeah, it's auxiliary armaments because of the AA guns. Damage con 1. It's not. No, yeah. AA guns mod 2. Damage con 2. Then concealment, and then main battery mod 3, because the Americans get that special main battery module that decreases the dispersion by a further 11%. It's quite lovely. So anyway, we're here, and this Khabarovsk is being quite annoying. It was actually quite nostalgic fighting a Khabarovsk in a Montana, because back in the day, when I first started playing and I first got to the Montana, the Khabarovsk was the annoying HE spamming destroyer. It wasn't the Harugma, it was the Khabarovsk, and this bugger is hard to hit because it's a Khabarovsk, it's a Soviet destroyer, and it travels at warp speeds. But right here, I get a pretty good salvo on it right there, take 10,000 damage off. I'm not sure if this Khabarovsk's heal wasn't up, or if he's not running with a heal, or no, he is running with a heal. He just kept getting shot at so much it wasn't doing that much good to him. So me and another battleship, the Conqueror, and 2 destroyers are pushing over here by the A cap. We were pushing, but we found ourselves back on our back feet, and we were defending. And I told myself at the start of this game that I was going to take this slow, because I haven't played the Montana in a while, and you guys know my play, so I'm very, very aggressive, and that more often than not, gets me into plenty of trouble. So, taking it slow, I'm now in the front of the pack, of course. And you see me here again trying to nail the Khabarovsk, but man, look at that thing fly. God, I learned about leading so much by trying to fight Khabarovsks. And I'm giving him the most attention because he's the most dangerous one out of all these ships around here. He can just keep whittling away at your health, and the players that play Khabarovsk and are good at it, they can just do this all game, no problem. So I'm focusing on him, even though I do have a Kurfürst and Montana pushing up at me. So if I can take him down, that's going to give the gearing room to breathe, and well, quite frankly, me and the Conqueror room to breathe. But I am now trying to snag a Citadel on this Montana because that shot's too good to pass up. And then again, we do have this Kurfürst pushing around the corner quite aggressively. I gotta give it to him for that. Although RNG is not giving me a set on the Montana. The Kurfürst does eat... No, yeah, he does eat a torpedo right here. So this GK is moving in. He's only 7 kilometers away from our Conqueror. I'm like, well, I got my back 2 turrets that I can't get on the Conqueror. Might as well try to get them on the Caballeros. I'm like, well, might as well get the front 2 turrets on the Caballeros too and see if I can get him out of the game. And, oh, denied the kill right there by RNGesus. So Kurfürst is, well, quite angrily attacking the Conqueror. Now the Conqueror player, I don't know if he just didn't have time to switch or what, but if you notice, he's still firing HE at the Kurfürst, almost point blank range. And again, I'm still trying to... Yeah, look, there he goes. HE into the broadside of the Kurfürst. Absolutely no effect. Should have switched over to AP. And the Kurfürst is targeting him with his secondaries and his main battery guns. And thankfully there I clip the Caballeros and get him out. Now, Conqueror and Kurfürst still brawling. I'm moving in to do a drop on the Kurfürst, hoping that'll be enough to end him. This is very important. Again, Conqueror is still firing HE. It's doing almost nothing with the Kurfürst. Right here, notice how I aim a little bit above, almost at the deck of the Kurfürst, because that's where you want to shoot German battleships at close range. You don't want to shoot in the belt armor. It's going to do something, but it's not going to do enough to do any significant amount of damage. You want to shoot in that upper side area. So right here, the Conqueror asks for help. He's at 899 health. He's one shot. I tell him to go ahead and go dark, and I'm going to keep firing. That way, he'll live. But Montana clips him. And that's the end of the Conqueror. Now, I was actually going to hit him right there, but I was actually still pink because I left the game when my graphics card froze. So it just would have done the damage back on me, which it's only like 36 damage anyway. I still think I'm shooting at a Caballeros, and I give that Montana way too much lead, but I still did get an okay salvo off on him. Get about 8,000 damage right there. So, and he retaliates and, ooh, takes about 2,400 damage, 24,000 damage off on me. I knew I was going to take my lumps there anyway. If I continued to turn, the ship would continue to roll, and I probably would expose more of my citadel, so I just straightened out and just took my hits. So what's going on right here is I'm planning on spinning back around, so I'm just pre-rotating my turrets. That way when I spin around and follow my 2 destroyers down to the B cap, my turrets will be in the correct position. But as I'm doing this, I'm noticing if you look at the channel in between, well, right below the A cap, that little channel between the 2 islands right there, there's a Minotaur coming up. And look how fast he's heading this way at a good clip. And wow, it took me that long to say that phrase. So I slow down. I'm like, okay, he may not know I'm here, or he may not be paying attention. He may just see that one cruiser, and he may just be going for it. But I'm also thinking, well, no, he's not that dumb. He's not going to come charging up here on such a close game, especially when they have a 40-point lead, but they're down on ships. He's not going to charge that Colbert. So I'm sitting here, I'm thinking about that to myself. I'm like, well, the destroyers could certainly use my help. There's a Hindenburg out there and the Montana. So I'm thinking. Then I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go. I figured if he comes up here, the Colbert or the battleship in the back will smoke him. And, well, even if he is up here, we'll already be down at the B cap, capping it and flipping it. So gearing a Shimakaze or being nice little destroyer buddies and heading on down to the B cap, I'm moving there. Now, still keeping my guns trained in this position, just in case the Minotaur shows up. But the Minotaur doesn't show up, and I just get going. I almost run into this island right here. So I'm thinking, well, I'm going to go around this corridor. I'm going to deal with the Hindenburg, who's going to be kiting. And, well, actually, right here, I was thinking maybe if I could bust a U-turn and turn back around. I'm like, no, the destroyers need my help at the B cap. But the Hindenburg is AFK. Yeah, he's AFK. I don't know if he disconnected or what, because he's damaged and his guns are rotated. He's not in a spawn position. So I guess he just disconnected. So I'm like, alright, sweet. Gonna just get him so he can't spot me. And, oh, RNGesus. I mean, I nuked him pretty hard, but he's still alive. Ah, Hindenburgs. I mean, I'm sure it was a combo of the Hindenburg's a tough ship, and RNGesus, but man, I really thought that was just going to be the end of him right there. So the guns reload, and I take another salvo. Pretty much just free damage at this point. And there's also a Montana to my... Well, there was a Montana to my left. The other Montana has taken him out. RNGesus shows his head again. I only get an 8,000 damage salvo off on that Hindenburg. And they're giving the Shimakaze or tearing into him now because, hey, free kill and free points. Who doesn't want that? And there he goes. He's going to take a torpedo up his rudder. And goodbye, Hindenburg. So the situation now is this is still a very, very close game. Women team is still in the lead. We are leading them in ships, but it's for the past couple of ships or so, we kill a ship, they kill a ship. We kill a ship, they kill a ship. They're keeping pace with us pretty good. About 107,000 damage, 2 kills, 41 main battery gun hits, and 1 citadel. So right now I'm thinking, okay, the Minotaur, he's definitely probably chilling where he still was. He just got our Colbert. And he's got torpedoes, but he may not know I am here. I wasn't detected for all that long, and again, he was done with the Colbert. So I'm keeping my guns facing this general area in case he either went around that island in front of me or he's still chilling in his smoke. Thing is, we need someone to detect him, either with radar or by spotting, and the closest ship to him is the Montana, who has no type of radar or hydroacoustic search. So the only hope we have is that he... there he goes. He poked his head out. So I'm trying to see if I can get a shot off him there, but he disappears before I can line anything up, and we just lost our Kurfürst and our Montana. They're catching up to us now, and we're still over 150 points behind. So this is a close game still, and we're coming up on the 7-minute mark right now. So now I'm just waiting for this Minotaur to slip up, because again, I'm not spotted. He doesn't know I'm here. He may just be beelining for B. But Steam decides that he needs an update, so I had to tell it to go piss off. And I was fully expecting to come back to a face full of torpedoes, but thankfully that did not happen. And the Minotaur is going around the island at sea. Now there's a Shimakaze in front of it, which Shimakaze being pretty brave, but the Minotaur is known for taking out whole herds of destroyers single-handedly. And I mean, my God, look at it go! It is really tearing into that Shimakaze. Shoo-wee! So Shimakaze throws literally everything he has at this Minotaur. Unfortunately, the Minotaur does take out the Shimakaze. Manages to avoid these Shimakaze torpedoes, but hi Minotaur, how you doing, buddy? And goodbye, Minotaur. Now, right here, I turn hard left rudder because never, ever, 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 ever assume that they did not have time to get off torpedoes, because they always have time to get off torpedoes. It's a lesson I'm still having to learn, and I'm just telling you guys right now, just always assume that they have gotten torpedoes off. So I turned toward the Minotaur in case he did get torpedoes off. And now there is a Montana and Yami all the way back behind the decap. Now, granted, a minute or so ago, all these guys would have to do to win would be survive, because we have 2 caps, they have 2 caps, but I'm heading to the C cap right now. So they now need to sink some of us in order to win. So we got a very patriotic Montana coming out at about 17 kilometers. I fire off my forward turrets, see if I got a good lineup on him, which it's a pretty good salvo. But again, RNG just says no to anything substantial. Most of the shells did land a bit high though, so I aim a bit lower, let those shells fly. I'm going to go ahead and sneak on into the C cap now. And I clip his bow a little bit there. So the Montana is a relatively tough ship. It's not the toughest ship by any means, but it is fairly tough, especially, well, and I am speaking in battleship terms. It is, of course, tougher than, let's say, a Minotaur, for example. But showing broadside to another Montana, granted, he does have a Yamato in front of him, so I can understand that. That was my recording Discord, not your Discord. Don't go check your Discord. So now he's pulling in front of me, and he's turning more broadside to me. That's why I give him a little bit more lead. I anticipate this showing of broadside. Really nice salvo from the Montana there, but still no citadel. Get 2 pins off from that salvo. And now the Yamato is pushing on up. So this Montana looks like he's trying to get into a position where he can do a drive-by on our Yami. And ooh, he did get a good salvo off on him right there. So now our Yami is we're ahead of them in points right now. We are flipping caps, but now our Yami is charging their Yami. The thing about Yami is it can pin its own bound. Ooh, look at that nasty salvo right there. Our Yami went down to 3,800 health. Their Yami is still at 74,000 health. Well, slightly less now that I have hit it. So it's not impossible because consider this: if he takes out this Yami, which he's about to, we can't do anything to him if he bow-tanks. And we have a Yoshino, me and the Montana, and I believe a gearing left. Well, now the other Yami's gone. And we just have our gearing left. Gearing's got a good amount of health. I'm at roughly half health. Yoshino doesn't really matter. The Yami can just delete him from any angle that he wants to. Again, never assume the game is won because it probably isn't. So he's pushing up now. He's trying to get into D, get out of this open water. So he would have to sink at least the Yoshino and probably myself in order to win. So this game is somewhat in the bag, but again, never take anything for granted in this game. He showed me his broadside, and the thing about the Yamato and Montana relationship, this is like a grudge that is old as time. These are two of the oldest battleships in the game. These are the two first tier 10 battleships in the game. And the age-old thing is that if you can get Montana within 13 kilometers of Yami, Montana can win that fight. But it's the getting to within 13 kilometers of Yami, because Yami can just bow pin you from any direction that she pleases. But I am within that 13 kilometers of Yami, and I am going for it. Now, granted, if he sinks me, the points would be close, but they wouldn't absolutely win. But again, I was supposed to be taking it slow, but I'm just going for it now. He's the last ship alive anyway. I want to see what happens. So he showed me his broadside 8 kilometers away. Line up the shots and let the shells go. And RNG just again says, no citadels for you, Sea Lord. And I'm like, oh crap, okay, well, I was debating upon just letting my turrets rotate or turning and getting them on target. Right here I choose to turn and get them on target because I'm like, oh, he's going to try and sink the Yoshino and get some points out of that. But then, oh, his turrets are turning toward me. Ah. And, ooh, big hit there, 10,000 damage. Front two turrets come around, my rear turrets turn around, my front turrets are loaded. He lets his shell fly, let my shells fly, and oh, there we go. 2 citadels, and I get the Yami for my 4th kill of the game. And I managed to tank his broadside. Somehow, I think I only took about 7,000 or 10,000 damage from that Yami broadside. 187,000 damage done, still pink, 4 kills, 2,600 base XP with a devastating strike and a Confederate award. Whew. This was a fun game, and it was fun playing the Monty again. I played it, like I said, that one time on stream, and I was just like, man, I missed the Monty. I should go play her. I had that lovely game that I wanted to share with you guys, with a bit of an exhilarating ending there, even though we did pretty much have the game in the bag, but he could have deleted me there at the end, but thankfully the RNG gods decided to repay me for all the times they screwed me over that game. Alright guys, if you enjoyed that video, make sure you drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. We are on our way to 4,000 subscribers, and we are rapidly approaching being under 100 subscribers away from that goal. So if you like what you see here, please feel free to subscribe. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful Saturday. I hope to see you guys in the next one.